So I'm going to introduce you to Enid. Again, she's also a Hey Girl You Can member. She is a certified integrative health practitioner and health coach. And what's great about what she does is she uses an integrative science-backed, very root cause approach to help uncover very simple shifts that can really change things for people. And she's got an incredible story because her work really came from work that she was doing for herself, realized the transformation these things were making, and then said, how do I help other people have a similar experience and impact? And so Enid, I just said Ingrid. Enid, I'm going to turn it over to you. Hold on, let me remove myself.
Hello, everybody. As Tara said, my name is Enid. I'm an integrative health practitioner, just starting out. And just as a little commercial, Tara has been helping me tremendously in getting my business on track and doing a few other things. Um, I'm going to talk about how to take care of yourself when you are a CEO and you are overwhelmed. There's a lot of little tweaks that you could do to really keep yourself calm. And I do agree with every single person that was speaking. And I have a little of each of you in my notes. So that's wonderful. The first thing I wanted to talk about is prioritizing your sleep. And I'll tell you why. Most of you should get about 7+ hours of sleep a night. And the reason that is to calm your brain, but also to heal your system. When you're not eating and you're not putting food into your system and you're sleeping, it's cleaning and it's healing. So it's really, really should be a priority. In addition to your prioritizing your sleep as a CEO, nutrition to support cognitive function and manage energy levels through intentional nutrition. And Jody was talking about that prior. When you're working, I would not sit down in the middle of the day or even at breakfast and eat this really, really heavy meal. During the day, I would just kind of keep it light. And then at dinner, you could just fill up. You have no energy. I mean, excuse me, how many of you had a sandwich, sorry, or a bowl of spaghetti for lunch, and then you can't understand why you can't get any work done when you come back from lunch? You really have to kind of lighten it up. I just see. So that has to be consistent. And even like for breakfast, you could prepare a shake or eat lightly. Avoid fast foods and processed foods because that's definitely going to slow you down also. I would recommend for a CEO to have some kind of structured exercise. Incorporate high intensity workouts or consistent daily movement exercises like yoga or walking. And from there, you're picking up your meditation. Jody also mentioned coffee and sugar, and I don't have either one of those. What I do to calm myself down is I meditate. And when I wake up in the morning, I try not to scroll and I put on my meditation for 15 to a half hour. And I get up and I'm feeling so much better than if I sit and scroll. And there's another technique that you guys can do. And it's breathing. Somebody was talking about breathing this morning. A small little exercise when even in the middle of the day when you're feeling stressed and your parasympathetic nervous system is shaking and you need to calm down. Just go in the bathroom, take a deep breath, hold it for deep breath like for 4, and then exhale it, hold it for 8, and then exhale. Do that 4 times, and don't tell me that you don't feel better. Don't tell me that because you do. You do. And you always need a break from work, which is what some of the other speakers were talking about too. You just need a break. Try not to eat your lunch at the table at your desk. You know, get up. If you don't want to eat, take a walk. You know, just get away from the desk just so you can clear your mind a little bit. Learn how to balance work and life. We all need boundaries. A lot of people just overwhelm it because they just want to get that business done. But self set personal boundaries, schedule specific times for your personal life and your hobbies and your family to prevent burnout. Because I've seen people just not stop, not stop, not stop. And then where does their family come in? Or where does their life, I mean, how do you balance? I think my opinion about life and health is balance. You need to balance your life. You need to bring the joy into your life. You need to balance your environment, your creativity. All these things are your. I'm starting to go off track, but all these things are your primary food plates. And we need to work on your primary food. That has nothing to do with nutrition. It's joy. It's what brings you joy. What brings you together with your family? How is your environment? Is it stressful? Because if your environment living stressfully, you're not going to move on. You know, how is your exercise? Do you walk? Do you take breaks? Do you read? I love to read. That calms me down completely. Not reading educational things, but reading novels, etc. Evolve your mindset to see rest and recovery, rest as recovery, not failure or loss of productivity. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? For me, personally, my husband and I go listen to music every weekend. And that just brings us such joy, and it actually helps my marriage, honestly. So, you have to find the things that bring you joy. Build a strong leadership team that provides energy, allowing you to focus on high impact areas without being involved in every detail. That's something I learned from Tara also. She said, take certain things from your business and tell me what you really hate to do. And I have so much trouble with social media. I'm 68 years old and I was not born into it. So I looked for somebody and I ended up with an old student of mine because I'm a retired teacher and I teach theater. One of my students came to me after I put up the ad and she said, well, this is my minor in college. Can I work for you? So there you go. I was like so relieved because she's now helping me with my social media. Um, Actively monitor your stress levels and adjust workloads when feeling overwhelmed to maintain sustainable performances. Implement short, frequent breaks throughout the day, like I was explaining, even if it's 5 minutes. Do that breathing exercise. I promise you it's going to help you. Utilize coaches and mentors. That's another thing I do. I have a mentor through my school. I go to the integrative health practitioner school and I have a mentor. And anytime I have questions or I need help, you ask. Don't try to do everything yourself because that's where the stress comes in. And that's where that tiger comes in too, as somebody else was explaining. You know, um, my future, my offers that I would like to, I have an online business and I meet in person and I will offer you a free consult and free session when signing up for a 3-month program. So my free concert is we have just a conversation on the phone, and my my website is embhealthcoach.com, and I have Facebook and Insta Enid enidbushhealthcoach.com. That's embhealthcoach.com. And I would thank you. And I just wanted to offer, I have a June 13th workshop in Freehold, New Jersey, if anybody wants to attend. It's in Calgo Gardens, and you can look it up on Eventbrite. And the name of the workshop is Awaken the Best Version of You. And I thank you all for listening. I know I was a little stuttering because I was very nervous, but
you were
thank
great.
you.
So guys, I know she's been spelling out all this stuff and putting this in there. It will all be in the notes, and then I'm gonna have her drop this all into the chat so you'll be able to find her and connect with her. I'm gonna go ahead and stop our recording.